Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am so glad that you're here today. So we are going to be going on a little bookish adventure because I have some books that I want to donate and I'm going to bring them to my library. So my library has this great program where you can bring your books that you want to donate and you could drop them off, and they have a little bookshop where they resell donated books for a very affordable price. I think paperbacks are $1 and hardcovers are $2. And I have some books that I don't really want anymore for whatever reasons. I'll go through them to tell you guys which ones I will be donating, and then I'm going to have a little peruse. I haven't gone in quite a while, so I am getting the itch to go and see which books that they have, because it's always so fun to see the new books that circulate and the books that people have been donating. The first book that I will be donating is actually one of my favorite books ever, and that is Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. I have so many editions of this book and it's getting a little ridiculous. Like, I love collecting different editions of my favorite books, but I think I need to really pick and choose which ones I want to keep and which ones I don't mind getting rid of. So this is the reproduced version that's inspired by the Little Women movie, and this also has images from the movie as well. So there is Meryl Streep as Aunt March. Although I do love this edition, I just feel like I have so many copies of it and I need to let go of some of them or give them a new home. I think someone else could really love this book, and it's so exciting to think that someone can find it and fall in love with Little Women like I did. The next book is Dr. Zhivago by Boris Pasternak. It is in this beautiful modern library edition that I believe I got secondhand. But I already have another edition of this book and I probably won't be reading it from this copy, so I don't really see the point of holding on to it besides the fact that it is very beautiful. I could just really use more room on my shelves, and I think it would again be a great opportunity for someone else to find it and enjoy it for themselves. So that is the second book. And then we have a few of the vintage penguins. I like these, but I don't love them. So the first one is The Three Theban Plays by Sophocles, and I already have another edition of this in a penguin black spine, but it's like the newer penguin black spines, so I don't really need that copy. And then the other one is The Aspen Papers and The Turn of the Screw by Henry James. I already have another edition of The Turn of the Screw, and I don't think I would read from this edition. And then this one is Armadale by Wilkie Collins, and again I think I would prefer it in a different edition. Then the next one is Cranford by Elizabeth Gaskell, and I actually have a really beautiful cloth bound edition of it that someone sent me. I believe it was Kurt, so Kurt, thank you so much. I haven't read Cranford yet. I definitely want to. I really don't love when books have like the movie adaptation tie-in cover. The other one is Henri de Balzac's Lost Illusions. I do really want to read this book, but I don't love this edition, and I think I'd rather get a paperback version of it. The second to last one is Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close by Jonathan Safran Foer. I really liked this book when I read it. I just don't think I would reread it. I also really like the movie adaptation as well. Yeah, I just don't think I would reread it. And then the last one is For Whom the Bell Tolls by Ernest Hemingway. Ernest Hemingway is one of my favorite writers. I love For Whom the Bell Tolls, but I don't love this edition, and I already have a different edition of this book. Can you see a trend? It's just Carolyn has multiple editions of the same books, and she's starting to realize how kind of slightly ridiculous that is. So I'm just trying to donate some duplicates and books that I really do think I won't reread, because I just feel like your library should really be everything that you love and want to reread, the books that you want to read, and I am all for having multiple editions, obviously, because I do, but I do think that I'm trying to just be a little bit more particular. Anyway, I'm going to bring these books to the library, take you along with me, and maybe I will find some new books. Okay, I'm back and I found 3 books and I can't wait to show you them, even though I already technically showed you them. As you guys saw, the first book that I found was The General in His Labyrinth by Gabriel Garcia Marquez, and I, first of all, was so taken by the cover of this book. How beautiful is this edition? I honestly have no idea what it's about. Let's see. Okay, transmuting historical truth into magical narrative, Gabriel Garcia Marquez recounts the turbulent life of the great Simón Bolívar. He shows us the liberator, the dreamer fired by the vision of a South America free from Spanish domination and splendidly united, a vision he both succeeded and failed in realizing. Okay, I don't want to read anymore because it keeps going, but I feel like it might get into some spoiler territory. I don't want to know too much. Very excited about that one. And then the next 2 I found were both by James Baldwin, and I love Giovanni's Room by James Baldwin, and I want to read more from him, but I don't have any of his other books. And so they had Another Country and If Beale Street Could Talk. And so let's talk about Another Country. So it says, set in Greenwich Village, Harlem, and France, among other locales, Another Country is a novel of passions, sexual, racial, political, artistic, that is stunning for its emotional intensity and haunting sensuality, depicting men and women, blacks and whites, stripped of their masks of gender and race by love and hatred at their most elemental and sublime. So I am very excited to pick this up at some point, and I'm just so excited to read more James Baldwin because Giovanni's Room is one of my favorite books, and so I have a feeling that I'm going to love all of his writing. And the next one, like I said, is If Beale Street Could Talk, and the back says, in this honest and stunning novel, James Baldwin has given America a moving story of love in the face of injustice, told through the eyes of Tish, a 19-year-old girl in love with Fonny, a young sculptor who is the father of her child. Baldwin's story mixes the sweet and the sad. Tish and Fonny have pledged to get married, but Fonny is falsely accused of the terrible crime and imprisoned. Their families set out to clear his name, and as they face an uncertain future, the young lovers experience a kaleidoscope of emotions, affection, despair, and hope. In a love story that evokes the blues, where passion and sadness are inevitably intertwined, Baldwin has created 2 characters so alive and profoundly realized that they are unforgettably ingrained in the American psyche. Whoa, okay, I want to read that immediately. Oh my gosh, just comparing it to the blues? Yes, I am 100% here for this book. And I feel like it would be perfect if I had some jazz in the background, some blues. I think that'd be really nice. So I'm very excited that I found these books. It's always hit or miss at my library because you never really know what books are going to be there. But I'm very happy about these and excited to read them. So let me know if you have read them. I would love to know what you think. And that is all for this little bookish adventure. Thank you so much for coming with me, and I would love to know what books you got recently, how you're doing. I'd love to just chat with you in the comments. So thank you so much for watching and being here and being so lovely and wonderful. I am sending you my very best wishes, and as always, happy reading.